What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Yo, today we are going to be doing tennis stuff. So it's going to be tennis with Tika today. Yeah. I told you guys in a previous video that my goal is to improve on my tennis game. I joined a USTA league and I showed you guys the first match, which was pretty bad. Got my ass spanked. It was 2-6, 6-2, 6-2. So this match coming up on Saturday, I wanted to mainly practice on my serve. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. But to mix it up, I want to do a story time. I want to mix it up and do a story time also by working out with my serves as well. But the main reason why I want to do a story time is because this is a story that has happened actually pretty recently, and I do want to share it with a lot of people on my YouTube channel. So if you want to listen to the story time, then go ahead and stay tuned and we'll get started on some tennis stuff, okay? All right, guys, so the main thing I want to work on when it comes to my tennis is my serves. When you're working on my serves today, I actually just bought this little serve basket. It is kind of wonky and it doesn't really stay. A lot of the stuff that I've seen on a lot of tennis players and stuff is the whole trophy pose thing. Now I do that, but I just need to worry about my swing and the contact of the ball, etc. So I'm just gonna be honestly focusing mainly on that while I kind of tell you guys my story, all right? Let's do kind of like a rough thing here. That one was a little out. Let's try a little bit more. And I see a couple people, they had the ball up. I kind of hit it downward. So we'll see, I don't know. I got to get a really good feeling on the ball. And as some people, they kind of rock, right? Hold on. I can do that better. I can do that way better. Yeah, that was pretty bad. All right, story time. Hold on. Let me come up, talk to you guys. All right, so story time. Okay, if you guys don't know, I am a 2026 bride, all right? My fiance, which is a freaking amazing guy, he proposed, I said yes, and we are starting the process of putting our wedding together, as well as, you know, taking engagement photos and things like that, right? So we're gonna talk about the whole engagement photo process, because this is where the freaking story time starts. Holy shit. We're on the verge of, you know, trying to find a great photographer. And you know, anytime you're dealing with the photography aspect of things, you want to make sure that these photos are freaking amazing, right? Because it's your wedding, right? Because I want to make sure my photos are good. Our wedding, we are actually planning on doing a destination wedding, and a destination wedding will be in Thailand, right? Thailand is where he is from, not born, but his family's from Thailand, and I want it to be more of like a cultural wedding type thing. So that's the reason why we picked Thailand, and we went to Thailand before and had an amazing time over there. So I just thought, yeah, why not have our wedding in Thailand, you know? So with our wedding being a destination wedding in a beautiful island, the key thing is to make sure that we take photos, like beach photos and stuff. That's like the goal, you know what I mean? All right, let me try this serve here. Oh God. Oh no, that was trash. That was pretty horrible. We wanted to go ahead and take our engagement photos on a beach. Well, where I live, we don't have beaches, okay? Now, every single year, our goal with me and my fiance is that we wanted to travel to a different spot, different place, usually around springtime. And this year, we decided to go to the Dominican Republic. Well, since I'm from Florida, we were gonna stop by Florida and then go over to the Dominican Republic. So Florida is a beach-friendly spot. I think that would be a great spot to find a photographer so we could take some great beach photos, right? So what I did is I went online, just like everybody else. Ugh. Ooh, that was, oh, did y'all see that one? That one was actually pretty good. Decided to pretty much go online and search up tons of different types of, you know, photographers. And my main goal was to find, ooh, a little too deep. My main goal was to find a photographer that has some experience, has great reviews, those sorts of things, right? And that was our overall purpose. Like, we wanted really good photos. We wanted really good, just great photos, right? Like, I'm not really photogenic. I don't seem, you know, and he's kind of not really photogenic Sometimes he is. He has some really good photos. But we were trying to find somebody who has expertise. They could kind of tell us what to do, and we could make the photos look really nice. So we went searching online, and we saw this place called Villa's Channel, right? And Villa's Channel is I guess it's a husband and wife duo type of company that was made. They have tons of reviews. It looked amazing. The pictures looked really great on there. So we were like, yes, hell fucking yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna look actually amazing, And we were super excited, right? So went out, go ahead, talk to the, oh God, that was horrible. Start talking to the owner, sorry. And everything seemed to be good. The owner and his wife, I believe it's Jose and Cindy, they seem to be really cool people. They seem to know exactly what we want. We gave them our deposit, and we were ready and set for March 22nd, okay? Make sure you remember that time, March 22nd, because that is the time where we were actually planning on going to Florida, right? And it matches up perfectly. We go to Florida, to take the photos, and we're able to have like a little family time as well, because my mom wanted to do an engagement dinner, which was fantastic, by the way. And I'll go ahead and post a couple pictures here so you guys can see it. March 22nd was the day. Everything sounded great, seemed great, and everything was set, ready to go. I already put in my deposit. Ooh, that was a little bit too deep, actually. I already put in my deposit, which was about $200, and it was an hour-long shoot with a total of 20 edited photos for a total of $400, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Put in my deposit for $200, and we're set, we're ready to go. March 8th, I received an email from Jose. The email said something along, and I could actually post the email up here, but it said something along the lines of, hey, I have to cancel because of weather. It's too windy or something like that, and I have to cancel. Me, knowing damn well that our engagement photos is the 22nd, why am I receiving an email on March 8th, right? Very weird, very strange. Oh, that was a good one, actually. That was really good. On March 8th, I received that email. I sent the email back to Jose and was like, hey, Jose. Oh, God. I was like, hey, Jose, are you sure this is sent to the correct person? Because we have our wedding photos or our engagement photos set for March 22nd. I'm not sure why you're sending this wrong. It's kind of weird, right? And he's like, no, I'm very sorry. I actually sent this to the wrong person. So he claims to say that basically he sent it to the wrong person, but the email address was different or something. But the name, something along the name of being attached, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm like, okay, red flag number one, kind of strange. Why are you sending this out and not double checking who you're sending it to? And then also saying that, hey, the weather is bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel. Like, okay, cool, red flag. I didn't look any further into it, and I just kind of continued on with my life, right? As the time comes closer on the 22nd, what I did as well is, as you know, this is an engagement photo, guys, okay? I need to make sure I'm looking spiffy. So I went to go ahead early in the morning on the 22nd, I think it was around 5 o'clock in the morning. I went to this amazing makeup artist who did a fantastic job with my makeup. I want to put all her information right here. Go ahead and check her out. She is freaking phenomenal. And she is such a lovely, cool person to talk to. Very, very cool, calm, collected, and she's very experienced in makeup, especially makeup with dark-skinned people, right? Which I was kind of a little worried about at first, but she hooked it up, all right? So we have our makeup done, check. We have our clothes done, check. We go to the location that Jose told us to go to, and we're waiting, okay? Our appointment was at 8 o'clock. We're there at 7:30. I'm sitting there waiting, looking around. I don't see anybody. I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on here? What's happening? Looked around again, tried to call him, nothing, all right? 7:30 rolls around. Oh gosh, that was bad. 7:45 rolls around, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna be a little bit later, cool. Because our appointment was at 8. 7:45 rolls around, 7:50. Oh God, it's too much. 7:50 rolls around, 7:55 rolls around, 8 o'clock rolls around, 8:10 rolls around, nothing, right? So I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? I went in my email, and I noticed that an email was sent out around 7 o'clock. Email was sent out. The email states that, hey, I have to cancel because of high winds. The winds are like 20 miles an hour or something like that. And I'm sitting here like, you can't be freaking serious right now. The fuck? You can't be serious. I have my makeup done. I can't cancel. And he wanted to push the photo shoot to tomorrow, the following day. I can't do that. I already have my makeup done. I have everything ready, situated. Like, if the time is here, the time is here. Now, the crazy thing about it is that I did post a IG video, all right? Or not, sorry, IG, a TikTok video. I did post a TikTok video of me and my fiance, as well as my maid of honor, which is my sister. And we were looking around at the spot. There are no 20-mile-an-hour winds for that entire day. All right, so if you guys ever see this company called Villa Chanel or whatever, do not go there because apparently they're scamming. I booked an appointment for 8 o'clock. We're supposed to meet at this restaurant right here. No one showed up. They sent me a message at 7:02. It is now 8:23, saying that there's 200 or 20-mile-an-hour winds and the weather is bad, so they had to reschedule. Look, this is the date right here. So it's 8:24, March 22nd, Saturday. And if you look at the weather, because they're going to tell you to come to South Point and they're going to tell you to meet at this place. Look at the weather. Clear skies. Not a wind in sight. Completely clear. I got my makeup done and everything, and I already paid them a deposit. I'm definitely going to try and get my deposit back. But obviously I'm just wasting my time. Like, if this was a scam, take my money and, you know, don't have me come out here and don't talk to me. Why would you continue to talk to me? I got an email also this morning at 7:02 claiming that the weather was bad, when in actuality it isn't. And you can look it up. Today's date is Saturday, the 22nd. And if you look up the weather shows clear. There's no wind. There's no storms or nothing like that. This person's claiming that it's windy. It's not windy. Look at this. This place is a complete scam. This is fucking bullshit. Better yet, I'm gonna put the wind report right here. Okay? You guys are gonna see the wind report. There is nothing exceeding 20 miles an hour winds. So I'm like, this is some bullshit. This seems like a scam. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? Like, what's happening? So I'm just like, okay, this is straight. This is straight horrible. This is horrible business practice, horrible everything. Oh gosh, horrible everything. I was highly upset. And what I did is I contacted him. I called this guy 7 times. I called him 7 times, no response. Emailed him twice, no response. I didn't get a response until 1:30, right, in the afternoon, after the fact. And his response was basically saying, hey, I had to cancel because of winds. I told him, hey, the wind report didn't say that there were any 20-mile-an-hour winds. We could have still did the shoot. Like, what exactly is going on here? Then he starts saying, hey, you're the only person who complained about rescheduling. And I'm like, dude, I had to get my makeup done. I had to get all these different things done. I can't just sit there and reschedule. You know, I spent like $200 for my makeup. I'm not gonna freaking wear that makeup to sleep and then show up the next day and trying to take photos. The hell? What's wrong with you? Basically was going on saying, you know, something along the lines of like, look, this is unprofessional. I really don't like the way you did business here. You're just canceling things with, you know, your reasoning being that the wind was the issue, but the wind was never 20 miles an hour. And here is the wind report. Here's the proof of all of this. And, you know, better yet, can you give me back my deposit? And if, you know, I don't have that, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, bring lawyers involved. I'm gonna have some legal action involved, right? Now, this is where the spicy stuff happens, okay? Let me try this, sir, real quick. Because this guy, oh gosh, man, my servers are not looking good. So this is where the spicy stuff happens. He then sends an email, and I'll post the email up right here as well so you guys can see it. He then says, $200? You're complaining, no, he says something along the lines of, you're complaining about $200? I make $40,000 a month. Your $200 basically don't mean anything. You would spend more money in legal fees if you're trying to get $200 back. Better yet, your $200 is not worth my time. Other customers spend more than you, or something along those lines. And I'm just like, what the hell is up with this guy? I was like, okay, great. Here's my number, give me my money back. He sent my money. And then to put the icing on the cake, he sent me an extra $5. And he's like, here's an extra $5 for your cup of coffee so you can take a chill pill. And I'm just like, dude, don't disrespect me. don't freaking disrespect me. Like, you fucked up, you're a dick, and you know, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I definitely left a long report or a long review on his Google site. And one thing that I noticed about him and his site is, like, I looked at a lot of the negative reviews and everyone experienced the same thing. Like, he would cancel, photo shoots the day prior and then wanted to push it to the next day, but there was no contingency plan in place. Like, let's just say, as a photographer, if you're filming outside and let's say it rains, okay? You would then ask the person, hey, it's raining, would you rather, do a photo shoot indoors, or how would you like to do that? That is how I think that, you kind of handle that. But for him, it's just like, nah, hey, cancel it, we're gonna do it tomorrow. We're pushing everybody to tomorrow. Like, I can't be pushed to tomorrow because, number one, I had other plans with my family and stuff the next day. And then two, it's my makeup. Like, we've already established today. The reason why you're pushing it is because you claim that it's 20-mile-an-hour winds when it obviously wasn't. So, I left a review and I realized that a lot of his negative reviews had the same feedback, which I probably should have, looked at, honestly. Ooh, that was a good one, actually. I probably should have looked at those negative reviews to get a gist of, like, how he treats people and see if there were similarities, but I didn't really do that because I saw so many positive things about this company. So that is the deal of my engagement photos. But one key thing, all right? One key thing. I will say that's the negative. But the positive part of stuff is that I actually got my photos done and they look amazing. Let me tell you more about it while I pick up these balls, okay? I've got all the balls. Now I'm gonna tell you the good part about this story, okay? And I'm gonna come up close and personal and talk to you guys about it. So, the great part about this whole entire story was that my freaking sister came through, okay? The maid of honor came through with the entire thing. She was able to contact one of her friends. His name is Joe and Jaden, okay? They are a duo that does photography as well as videography as well, okay, in the Miami area. They were able to come to, while we were sitting there waiting around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they were able to come out there directly, like they were sleeping, dude. They woke up, they were able to come out there, they were able to be like, hey, if you need photos, let's do it, let's knock it out. Now, our positioning and our, like, how we're supposed to model and stuff, it was a little wonky and kind of weird because we were trying to figure out, like, what are the good poses and things, but my sister freaking hooked it up. She just went on Google like, all right, guys, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna just look on Google and see what sort of engagement photos, poses that we can do, and then we knock those things out, you know? Freaking Joe and Jaden done a fantastic job. They came in clutch, hooking it up. They did a fantastic job taking multiple photos. They honestly took a total of like 880 something photos, you know? And it was a mixture of just blasting photos, trying to get the lighting right, trying to make sure that we were really happy with our photos. And they just did a phenomenal freaking job. I am so grateful for my sister. I'm so grateful for Joe and Jaden for coming in last minute and definitely supporting us, you know, me and my fiance, in trying to salvage what we had as a photo shoot disaster, a potential photo shoot disaster. So I will be posting a couple of our engagement photos after the video, but I do want to give huge props to Joe and Jaden. Here is all their information if you do want to go ahead and book with them. I suggest booking with them. For one, Joe is a veteran, as myself, I'm a veteran, so we hit it off right off the bat. Jaden was so intuitive. He knew exactly what sort of video angles and stuff like that to get. He even made us a really cool video, like engagement video as well, which most, you know, companies, they would charge extra for that, but for him, he just hooked it up, you know? So they did an amazing job. I would say if you guys are in the Miami area, down in Florida, please go ahead and give them a thumbs up and go freaking hook them up if you need any sort of photography. He does basically any type of photography, honestly. So go talk to him, hook it up, go ahead and contact him. All this contact information will be up here and then also down below in the comment section. So go check them out. So you can tell them that Tika sent you. Go ahead and tell them that Tika sent you and you guys will be golden. All right. So guys, that is it for the video. I am gonna continue doing a couple serves and getting kind of familiarized with like how to do my serves and things like that. If you are tennis, coaches or tennis people, lovers, go ahead and comment down below on certain things that I need to work out with my serve. If you do like this content, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Be when you want.